beg you, let's put an end to this. There are only 2 days left till my wedding. It would be a grave sin to engage in sexual activity with you. I gave up everything to see you one final time because you pleaded with me so passionately. This was something I said under my breath as I attempted to free Ifoma's hand from my belt. I'm sorry, but this is the final time I'll be able to be with you. Just leave me with this one last remembrance. You are aware of the emotional turmoil I'm experiencing as a result of knowing that I'll be losing you to another lady. Make love to me before you leave for good, just this once, for this will be the final time, Ifoma pleaded. During the time that she was pleading with me to indulge her, I was on the edge of completely losing control of myself. She was clinging to my belt and wouldn't let go. Ifoma, I want the same thing as you do, but it's not the right thing to do. This is something that we must not do. Both of us are engaged, but completely separate people. We must not violate their faith in us, in any way. Your wedding is next week, and mine is in exactly 2 days. I'm sorry, we can't do this. I have to leave now, I responded while attempting to get away from her. You have no right to treat me this way. You owe it to me to make love to me one last time before we part ways, Ifoma said as she pulled down her pants and adjusted her bra to expose her enormous breast. Her breast came flying out in a jiffy. She was fully aware of how much I adored breast, particularly her own. I let out a scream, followed by, "No, stop this!" as I made my way to the door, but it was locked. I turned around and questioned her about the whereabouts of the key she kept. She invited me to get closer so that she could speak directly into my ear. After seeing her standing there without any clothes on, the last thing I wanted to do was approach her, but I have to get back home. I have no idea how God endowed women with the ability to entice and charm men. It had the desired effect on me. I bowed down to the formidable breast. I think good boobs were my weakness, and she was well aware of this fact. Furthermore, she had those good damn boobs. Alright, just this time. And then that's it. No more, okay? She indicated her agreement with a nod. I climbed on her and began vigorously licking her entire body, much like a hungry dog might lick a piece of bone to satisfy its need. Ifoma relaxed her face into a grin as she adjusted her posture and spread her legs, much to my pleasure. As I looked at her hot figure from head to toe, my excitement level skyrocketed. You are free to have my entire body, she said in a low voice. One final time, treat me exactly how you want to be treated. Make love to me in the way you want to be able to recall for the rest of your life. I was tormented by her. I pounced on the opportunity, and the two of us had an experience unlike any other. I thought I was in heaven. Once upon a time, Ifoma and I were romantically involved. We dated for 3 years. It was always our intention to marry and start a family together. We were unable to carry out our goals due to limited financial resources. Ifoma's parents did not allow her to take a breath because of the desire to marry someone from lower social level such as me. They were always pressuring her to find a wealthy spouse as quickly as humanly possible. They requested a great deal, more than Ifoma was able to take. The choice that needed to be made was not an easy one. However, I had no choice but to let her go. In addition to that, we were both AS. Getting married was going to expose one to danger. Because of all these challenges that were on our path, the only choice we had was to go our way. We had no choice but to accept the reality of the traumatic breakup and go on with our lives. I was able to fulfill my dream of getting married. Stella was the name of my wife. Our marriage was a happy and successful one. Together, we had a lot of joy. The love that we had for one another was envied by friends and relatives. Stella loved me so much, and I appreciated God daily for blessing me with such a wonderful wife. I often talk about how amazing she is to other people. It annoyed some people who were patiently waiting for things to go wrong in my marriage. and this caused them to become more agitated. If my marriage does not work out, I'll be the subject of mockery, particularly in my church, where many of the female members wanted to have me. I guarded my marriage with all my zeal and took it very seriously. I was a model husband and did all that was expected of me for my wife. 9 months later, the cries of a brand new baby could be heard throughout the hospital. When Ifeoma gave birth to their first son, her husband was overjoyed to become a father for the first time. Ifeoma's face displayed a hint of delight, though appeared to be worn away by exhaustion. The delivery section shagged her out. She was overjoyed to see that her husband was excited about the addition of a new member to the family. "Oh, my darling, I am so grateful that you gave me the opportunity to become a dad. You did well." Emeka comforted Ifeoma by rubbing his cheek on hers while she slept. Ifeoma looked all over for the man's lips. She was yearning for a comforting kiss after the difficult delivering experience she had. Emeka surprised her with a deep kiss to further reveal how happy he was with her. Emeka stayed the night with the mother and child in the medical facility where she was receiving treatment. Next day, he got up early and rushed to the store to pick up some essential items for them. When the doctor entered the room, Ifeoma was there by herself with her newborn child. "I'm sorry, madam. Your child requires some extra attention and care. We have recently learned that he suffers from sickle cell anemia," the doctor said. Ifeoma was in such disbelief. "You mean to tell me that my son is SS?" she asked in disbelief. "Yes, madam," the doctor responded. The baby was taken away by the doctor. Ifeoma started sobbing. "No, it can't happen.